This video highlights recent improvements that streamline submissions to the Genetic Testing Registry, GTR. We'll first summarize the improvements to the GTR Submission Portal, then go to the submission pages to see these features in detail. Here is a summary of the improvements: a redesigned homepage for a more intuitive submission experience, one-click download of your clinical test data right from the homepage, improved navigation between the homepage, lab record, test management tool, and test submission pages. Easy access to the lab record to update your lab information, personnel, licenses, and certifications. A new test submission page where you can add new tests, download Excel templates, and upload spreadsheets. You can also track API submissions. Quick access to the Groups feature, where you can manage permissions for your laboratory colleagues to submit data to GTR. Other improvements made within the last 12 months include a submission API for fully automated test submissions, a Manage Tests page to better track and manage test data, and bulk updates for clinical tests using the Submission Wizard if you prefer to work in the Submission Wizard rather than in Excel. Let's take a look at a mock submission to explore these changes in more detail. This is a new GTR submission homepage where sections such as lab information and tests in this lab, plus more below, now have clearly understood buttons. For example, I mentioned the new test submission page, and here in this Test in the Lab section is the button Submit Tests. I'll click on that. We now have all test submission methods on the same page: single tests, multiple tests, and API submission. For multiple tests, use the Download menu to select the spreadsheet template you want. This is what the top of a genetic clinical test template looks like. Once you've completed and saved the spreadsheet file, choose it or drag and drop it, then use the Upload button. To manage tests, I'll use the link across the top of the page. If you have many tests, use this search interface to find the desired tests. You can view and update test records using the icons in the Action column, and after selecting tests, the menu Action for Selected Tests allows you to do a bulk update, delete them, or download data of this set of tests into a spreadsheet. If you choose Bulk Update, you would then follow the steps in the tabs: select fields to update, enter values, and review and submit. Let's see how easy it is to manage who can access your records and submit lab and test information. I'll go back to the home page for my mock submission, and in the Lab Information section, I'll click the button Manage Submitters for this lab. Now you can set permissions for individual members of the group and use the Invite Members button to send invitation emails to new personnel. Finally, I'll point out the sections on the submissions homepage that we skipped over earlier. You have an Annual Review section, a section for Usage Reports. These are quarterly reports from GTR that provide a spreadsheet of usage data for your lab and tests, and a section for Your Labs in GTR, which is useful if you manage data for more than one lab or if you need to register another lab. We are committed to improving GTR to make data submission even more efficient, so stay tuned for more information on software updates. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to contact us, and feedback is always welcome. Please write to us at tkt-tryhd@ncbi.nlm.nih.gov.